Call it a culmination of his travels. The next guest is an artist and adventurer. All that comes together in his new book, Eventually a Sequoia, Stories of Art, Adventure, and the Wisdom of Giants. And joining me now is Jeremy Collins to share more about his inspirations. Hello, hello.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Your drawings in this are spectacular. Can you take us back to the very first time that you used sketching to document your adventures?
I can't specifically remember a particular time, but there was a time where it started to feel like I was growing into who I wanted to be as a storyteller. My brother and I saw a picture in Norway and Lofoten Islands, and he said, let's go there, and I didn't fight him on that, and we went, and all I brought was a backpack with clothes and a sketchbook and a pen, and when I came back, that immersion, that level of storytelling felt very purposeful to me.
Oh, yes. And what's the premise for your new book, and who's the audience?
The premise for the book is partly my storytelling of adventurers with purpose, these altruistic missions where I'm invited along as a hired gun to draw and create, but it's the path of my own understanding of storytelling and how it's purposeful and how it can have impact. And
who do you want the audience to be?
Everyone, hopefully, is what you hope every book is for. But as I began the process of writing and taking notes for these 5 stories, I had to have a North Star, and it's the 20-year-old version of myself. Anyone young who is looking for how to apply their creativity for purpose, and that's who my audience is.
Oh, I like that a lot. Your adventures taking you to the Amazon River, the Arctic, California's redwoods, among a lot of others. What drew you to these places?
I talk about it in this book tour where I'm asking you, what are you concerned about? Because when I whittle away what is happening in this book, it's what I'm concerned about. These are topics that either come across my feed on social media, or it's a topic amongst friends and peers, and I see a need and I ask the question, how can art help? And so these journeys are me coming as an artist but returning as maybe something a little different.
What place do you think challenged you the most as an artist, as a storyteller?
What challenged me the most was the promoting. Writing comes easy, but the going on tour and sharing it and being vulnerable and having moments with an audience is more challenging than paddling down the Amazon. But I would say, to answer your question, the Amazon, it was Celine Cousteau who invited me on the Amazon to come and tell the story. And she said, are you okay with 0-star accommodations? And I'm an expert at 0-star accommodations.
Oh, my goodness.
Living on the boat and in those villages while telling a very important story may have been the most challenging part.
Trip of a lifetime. You have an event tonight. We're going to talk about that more. But what can people expect here, and what do you hope people feel when they see your show and walk away from it?
I hope to give a moment of pause. A break from our phones, a break from the chaos of our world. And it's a very purposeful book tour in that I'm not just reading and signing books, but I'm inviting people to join us and take a breath. And I will be guiding a breathing moment and taking pause and putting down our devices. And I hope that people will find that very rejuvenating and a positive experience.
And why do more of the performance than a standard book reading?
Well, the easy answer is because I want to. Because that's,
and you could do whatever you want. Yeah.
That's the artist's answer, because I'm inspired to. But I also feel a responsibility with the skill set that I have to try to bring something positive. And so the topics in the book are very difficult. They cover indigenous rights, public land rights, health care, coming from the posture of an adventurer and an artist. So maybe it's my penance to say, these are difficult topics that I'm sharing with you. Here's how I handled them. Here's how I'm moving through them. But I'm inviting you to take a break and also give you a moment of pause.
You brought something too. I want to get to that as well.
I brought a little show and tell.
I know. What's the show and tell?
So the book itself is filled with drawings where the writing is built around it. So all the storytelling is photography or drawings, and the drawings are all done on location.
Beautiful.
And so I thought you might enjoy seeing the source.
I would love to.
So the sketchbooks I use while I'm traveling are these accordion-style journals, and they play into the performance tonight. But you can pull, let's see, which side should I have you pull? I'll have you pull this one.
Okay.
And so they fold out. So one small drawing becomes bigger and bigger the more horizontal you get. So I can draw in my lap or my tent while I'm traveling and turn it into not just one drawing, but kind of a large installation piece. So the book itself is all of these images scanned from all the journeys and then built around the imagery. And so tonight's performance, it's not necessarily just a reading, is built into a space like this where I immerse you into what it feels like to create on location.
That is truly amazing work. Thank you so much for being here. We loved it. And you can find Eventually a Sequoia, Stories of Art, Adventure, and the Wisdom of Giants wherever books are sold. Jeremy will be at the Seattle Program Center for his event tonight at 6:30.